We're back again. We're discussing the actual programming that we're going to be giving you for week 9, and this is having to do with the this looking at the various positions that you can be in, and trying to put the tiles over in the right position. So basically, we're going to be looking at the the tiles and trying to get them into the right spot. And one of the first things we want to do is we want to look at the manual that we have and see what we've got as far as some directions there. And first of all, we don't give you the whole program, but we give you parts and pieces. And we talked a little bit about last week. We gave you a trial program. Well, today we're giving you a trial in just a little bit of the solution. Not a lot, but a little bit of the solution, but a pattern that you can use, that you can then use to do more of the solution. So here's more of that, and this will be given to you in your download program. Okay, this is starting week 9. The thing shows us as week 9, and it says now it is your turn. This is a very good view of the Rubik's Cube with the positions of the tiles and the labeling of the positions in the matrix. So this would be position 0, position 1, position 2. This would be the back side of that, which would be the blue side, position 34, 33, and 32. So this gives you a little bit of a better view of the various positions on the Rubik's Cube and the colors that would be associated with that. So if position 0 were a 1, it would be a white. If it was a 2, it would be a blue, etc. And that gives us a method for testing to see if we can spot a tile in a certain position. So we can say it's either one way for the two-sided tiles, it's one way or the other. So it's either, this one says position 1 or position 33 is either a white or a 5 is a green, and that would test to see if we were in this position right here. So it would be 1 would be a white and 33 would be a green, or 1 would be a green and 33 would be a white. So that's testing for this one that should be over here, but we're testing to see if it's right here. So we're going to follow through with that, and we're going to test to see if that's the case. Now here in OB1, this is where we want you to do your programming. We do some things already. So in network 1 and network 2, you don't need to mess with those, but these are the programs that actually turn the positions in the matrix as you're turning the cube. So this would turn the positions in the matrix, and this is the ones that have to do with those buttons. So you can start with position network 3, and if you look at it as a stepping program, and if you think of it this way, step 1 would be to locate the white-green tiles and move to the green plane. Step 2 would be in the green-white or the white-green plane, move the tile to its final destination. Same with step 3 and step 4, that would be the white-red, and then step 5 and step 6 would be the white-blue, and step 7 and step 8 would be the white-orange. And once you get that done, you've got the white cross completed. So here we're going to be looking at just this little bit that I'm going to be giving you, just at this one position. That's not the only position, obviously. You've got this one, you've got this one right over here, you've got this one right here, you've got this one right here, you've got this one down here, you got some on the back. So you have a lot more than just this one, but this gives you a pattern. So the first thing off is there's a button, and I'll show you the button. It's on this screen. It's on the screen right here, and it's done kind of by itself. It says Start Solution. So Start Solution button starts your action here, and it moves a 1 into the step word. So now we're testing if we're in step 1, and this is that check to see if we're in that position. And if we are, we're going to set in motion some things that actually will move it back over. If you look at it, move it 180 degrees clockwise into the correct plane. Now we're not sure yet whether we've got to move it again or not, but we've got it at least in the right plane. So this is the movement that says that. So this is a set reset bit. It's a memory bit that says stay on until this turns on. So basically that was the end of this step. So we stay on, and we have to do this for multiple scans because we don't know how long this takes to move. So basically we stick this thing on and we say we're at step 1, position 1, and that's where we're at. Okay? So if we're at step 1, position 1, first of all we set up the motor so that the motor is, of the 3 is, we pick the correct motor. So we pick the white, green, red motor as the white motor. That's the first one. And that 3 position switch, we have to set it to the left position. That's putting a 1 in that word. The next thing we do is we execute a move relative command. And this move relative command is found, let me show you where it's found. It's found over here in the side of the instructions, and it's under technology command, it's under motion commands, and it's down here. It's a command that it's a relative move. It's one of the move commands. It's right there. It's move relative, and that's the one you bring in. So this is a very moving project, and we are going to be moving a lot. So here's the move relative command. Now with that command you have some things you have to do. One is the execute, which is the bit that we set up here. That's a leading edge bit. When it turns on, we do this execution. The other is the distance and the velocity, and then we have to set an output here. We didn't have to do that before, but now we are interested in knowing when it is done. And we don't do any more, we just wait until it's done, but when this done bit comes on, then we execute the rest of this. Now what are these? These are those bits these are those functions. Now where do these come from? These come from over here. These are our functions, and the white turn function is dragged from over here. Now why do we have 2 of them? Well, because the white turn function is only 90 degrees. If you look back at when we did the last one, when we executed this, when we did that turning, it was only turned 90 degrees. So each time you do this, it only turns clockwise 90 degrees. You say, well, what if I want to go counterclockwise? Well, there's a little bit of a rub because you just have to put another one in, so you go 270 degrees. So this is a 90 degree, this would be 180 degrees. So 2 of these is 180 degrees. If you wanted to go 270 degrees or minus 90 degrees, you'd have to put another one in. Okay. Also, if you wanted to go in the negative direction or counterclockwise, you would put in a negative number here for the distance. Now we're ready to try to see if this thing works. The other thing you got to do is you got to put a watch table in, and you have to, unless you want to put it in so that that tile is exactly in that position, you have to put it in so that a 1 is in position 1, and in 33 there is a 5. So you put that in, or vice versa, 5 in position 1, 1 in position 33. Then you come up here under the watch table and you click this, the lightning bolt with the 1 in it, and you click on that, and that moves the number 1 into the first one and the number 5 into the second one. Check that out, make sure you've got that, and make sure that that's correct. Okay, so now you've got a number 5 in position 33 and a number 1 in position 1. Come back over here to your logic and see if we can actually see if this is going to go. And hopefully it does, and if I click on it and I show it to you, hopefully it turns. Maybe we will get lucky this time. Son of a gun, it turned 180 degrees and it actually did do that step. So that gives you a little bit of an idea as to what you're going to have to do. And you're just going to say, but I have to do that for every position, to do every one of them. Well, I'm thinking what we will do is after a while you'll probably get you'll be able to combine things, but for right now the answer is yes. You're going to have to do one of those for every one of them. So again, wish you the best, and let me know how you have. Let me know your success and how you're doing. Take care.